Good day. I thought I would, in this video, attempt to explain in simple terms what blockchain is, because blockchain is the foundation of cryptocurrencies. So it might be useful just to go through some definitions. So first of all, what is the blockchain? The blockchain is a ledger, a secure and decentralized record of transactions. So what is a ledger? A ledger is a book or other collection of financial accounts. So that's basically what the blockchain is. It's a distributed database stored amongst nodes of a computer network. The data is chained together in blocks in chronological order. And by decentralized ledger, that means that all users control the distributed database collectively rather than it being controlled centrally. Decentralized blockchains are immutable, which means that the data entered is irreversible. For Bitcoin, this means that transactions are permanently recorded and viewable to anyone. Immutable ledgers or records of transactions that cannot be altered, deleted, or destroyed. That is why blockchains are also known as a distributed ledger technology, or DLT. So each block in the blockchain contains three elements: data, and that contains the sender, the receiver, and the amount; the hash, this identifies the block uniquely, rather like a fingerprint; and then the hash of the previous block. This creates the chain of blocks, and this technique makes the blockchain secure. So the genesis block would be the very first block in the chain. That one wouldn't have a previous block because it's the first block. Proof of work actually prevents the block being changed and hence the chain being broken. It makes tampering with an individual block in the chain extremely hard, as you would need to recalculate all of the proof of works in the entire chain. Perhaps I'll do a separate video in the future explaining proof of work in more depth. And a P2P network, or peer-to-peer network, means that anyone can join the network, and when the new block gets created, it gets sent to everybody in the P2P network. So what different type of blockchain platforms are there? Well, I'll just mention some of the common ones. Bitcoin is the obvious one. There are other blockchain platforms such as Ethereum, Binance Coin, Cardano, and Polkadot, to name a few. I thought I'd conclude then just by showing a few diagrams that I found online. So this one just shows how blockchain works. Jim wants to send money to Mary. The transaction is represented online as a block. The block gets distributed across the network. The network verifies that the transaction is valid. The block is added to the chain, reconciling across the network and containing a permanent record. Jim's record of ownership of the money moves to Mary. And then this diagram I thought was interesting as well, because it shows the power of blockchain technology or decentralized finance. Here we see traditional transfer of funds has to go through all these intermediaries before it gets to the destination, whereas with blockchain-based transfer, the transaction goes from origin to destination and cuts out the middleman, so to speak. So that's it. That's a summary of the blockchain, and hope that was simple enough to understand, but let me have your feedback. Thank you.